We're complete. Everything's been corrected. We've got a good spreadsheet. We're ready to go, right? If you look around, though, you may find there's other types of errors. Actually, we've looked at the errors that Excel has come up with, but what if somebody before did something different with those errors? Let's go over here and see. If I go to File, Options, Formulas, Error Checking, Enable background error checking. We could turn that off, or somebody may have turned that off. We can change the color, so we could say from now on make it a hot pink on my workbooks. And notice they could have said just ignore these errors as they looked at particular cells. Oh boy, that would be problematic. So I'm going to reset any ignored errors. And let me double check, but it says no errors, so luckily, they hadn't set any as ignored. But you could run into that problem as well. Let's again look and see on the formulas. So I come over here somewhere and I click for formulas. Let me look just up and down the columns here. Okay. Ooh, here's somebody right here in BB42 and BC where it's hard-coded. Let me go back. So they've got a B. Let me copy the hard formula down and see what they really got. They got 85 and a B plus instead. There could be other situation, a formula that has been overwritten. So I'm going to go to Control tilde, and you'll notice over here in my small, one of those have been overwritten. Here's another one overwritten. I'm going to copy these formulas from above and make sure we don't have any overwritten formulas. In fact, it might be good to just double check all your formulas on the sheet and see if you can find any more that are overwritten. Excel won't catch common errors of overwriting a formula with a value. It's not even close to being perfect, but it did help us get through a lot of the different errors. There are still a number of errors on this spreadsheet. Why don't you take a moment and look around and see if you can find them? If I look around, here's one right up here. I doubt that this was April 1900 when this was submitted. If I look at this, it says take the date or whatever's in AL67. What's in AL67? Submitted 4/30/2011. So it's taking that date here and saying, well, give me the month of that date. Well, that looks right. And I see the month. And then give me the year, formatted as month and formatted as year. I'm not sure why that's making a mistake. So another thing we can do as we do error checking is check errors in formulas by using the formula auditing evaluate formula. And it says take the text from AL60, and so it went in there and found that underlying number. Now we're going to talk about that in the next week or so, but we're going to take that date that's represented as a number and see what is the month of it. 4 M's means the full month name. 3 M's would mean APR or JAN or DEC, just the 3 digits. So I evaluate and it says April. Okay, that's exactly what we expected. And it says concatenate with it this next piece of text. It says 4 divided by 30. Oh, 4/30, it's doing 4 divided by 30. We didn't expect that. That was supposed to be the date. And then it's dividing it again by 2011. That's an extremely small number. And turns out that's year 0, which in Excel terms is year 1900. And that's how it got in 1900. It wasn't a true date. Okay, let's correct that by coming up here and just referencing AL67 instead of the date here. There are other ways we could fix the date directly, but I'll just put AL67, enter, and that looks a lot better now. Let's look around a little bit more. Well, just because Excel's error checking didn't catch it doesn't mean there's other problems on the spreadsheet. For example, I know of one over here. If I look at these formulas here, they go from, that says BD 14 through 53. Let's see, I look up here, and it should be BD 4, not 14. Let's see if all of them have that. No, the rest of them look like they're going through 4 through 53. Okay, so I can just copy this one and get that correct. But you'll notice that Excel didn't pick that up originally. In this case, there didn't happen to be any E's, so it didn't matter. But if there had been, there would be an error. And as you continue to check, you'll find some other problems occasionally on this spreadsheet.